Hi, welcome back to Ideas Box, and if this is your first time here, then thanks for dropping by. I'm Jimmy, and today's video is the first part of a two-part series where I fix up an old sewing machine I've had in my workshop for years. In this video, I sorted out the treadle, which is a fairly old unit and ended up being a fairly simple fix. Anywho, let's get into it.
Right, so let's see what's inside this thing, shall we? It sort of doesn't sound too bad. It's making old noises, but a lot of dust in there by the looks of it. These things get a lot of dust and fluff in them from carpeted floors and just being in a fabric-y sort of environment. I don't know if this is going to spring up. I don't know how much spring force is on that old spring there, so I'll just hold that still a wee bit. Is that going to spring up? Oh, dong. What was that? Yeah, they're always pretty grubby inside. I'll give that a gentle blowout. Give it a... Hang on, just blow it over that way. Right, I've got some of the wire, but I bloody blew out without looking around. So I've blown some of that wire away. So let's just, if we can very gently. There's all sorts of fluff and stuff in there. I don't really want to blow it any harder than that. Right, so let's start looking at this thing. See if we can work out why it's failed. Right, there's a couple of capacitors. Right, so let's just have a quick look. CC218 capacitor. Let's have a look. CC218 capacitor. Thinking. Not sure. Let's have a look. I've got no idea. Capacitor chart. So, visit that one. Yeah, 2100 microfarads. There we go. That's what I was hoping it would mean. So 2100 microfarads. So I get my multimeter. Here we go. So mode, nanofarads. All right, nanofarads. So let's check this one here. So that's a 218. So we'll check that one. What have we got there? Hang on. I'm not sure what I'm getting there. Oh, hang on, here we go. 3.7 microfarads. Okay, so what about this one down here? So this has got the same value on it. 132 nanofarads. I'm not sure what I'm doing there. Maybe I'm not getting a good enough connection. Tell you what we'll do. Looks to me like that wipes back and forth on there, so that's got to roll, so that's got to be nice and clean. So we'll clean that contact there and clean that contact there and see what's happening in here. What does that do? That looks to me like that's almost like a little set of contacts, like a set of points, like a car. So we'll clean that. Right, so now we'll just clean that. I did put some, spray that with some contact cleaner thinking that would work, but it didn't. Right, so that's pretty clean now, and that rolls up onto there. So, what if we clean this little wheel here? Is that working? Yeah, it is. So, the way it looks to me like this little wheel rolls along this wire winding here, and I don't know how important this. That's like a little plastery sort of coating. I'm not sure what's going on there. This is cleaning up pretty well. I'm hoping that I wonder if this will just be enough. And what I'll do in a minute is I'll meter this wire here, see if there's any more breaks in it. See, that's pretty clean now. Just need to get a brush to brush all the... I think that's pretty good there now. So am I getting contact? Just let me check continuity. Right, so I really want that up on there. So am I getting continuity? If I push that around to there, oh yeah, I am. Yep, okay. So, what if I check there? Oh, I've got something there. Oh, it looks like I've got, hang on, I've got an idea. Let me check from there. But that wheel, I had continuity there. Hang on, what if I touch that wire onto there and then touch that on there? No continuity. Okay, so how far does that continuity go? Down to about there. So I'm just wondering, is it worth... There's a broken wire somewhere between here and here. Oh no. Oh no, there is continuity all the way. Alright, so if this wire here is all that's left of that wire that I blew out. I bloody didn't even look before I started blowing the shit out, and I've blown all the little bits of wire out. So I'm just wondering if I lift that wire up, lift that screw head up, if I can get this wire underneath it, just need a small screwdriver. If I can get that wire underneath it, come on, you know what I'm thinking? If I get that wire underneath it, will it work? Oh, there we go. Okay, so if I just trap that wire under there, just gently trap that wire under there, Okay, I've just got to hold that screw. Have a look here. The reason I've gone to that connection there is because they're bridged under there just with a single piece of wire. There's no resistors or anything, so I think that's your variable speed, and then when that contact's on there, that's flat out, because that then disappears off over to here. So that bridging wire there is simply a piece of wire. So I'm going to wrap that soft piece of wire around there, but I need to hold that nut with something while I do that. So let's see if we can't do that and let you see what I'm doing. So I just need to hold that nut still with that little screwdriver whilst I tighten this screw here. Is that going to work? Beautiful. Okay, I think that's going to work. So now, how do I test this? Plug it in, switch it on. Just need a pair of insulated plier handles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the power on. I'm going to do that. See what happens with the sewing machine. Whoops. I'm going to make sure that's all the way up to there. And that contact there is broken. Otherwise it takes off. Okay, well at least it's going slowly, so I seem to have some control over it. I'll set this up to look at the back of the sewing machine so you can see what's going on. Whilst I'm doing this, I'll overlay the screen itself. So I actually want that to go back like that. I want that contact to be unmade. So what can I put in there? Hang on. If I hold it back, okay. So I can turn it off. Well, that appears to have worked. And it touches that contact there, and it goes flat out. But I mean, you never really want to sew any faster than that anyway. Why is it doing that? Well, that seems to be working all right. I'll just turn that off at the power. Well, that certainly seems to be working all right. That might have been an easier fix than I was expecting. Right, that's definitely turned off there. I'll just double check that these capacitors haven't stored any power. AC. Nope. Nope, they're just trace millivolts. I wouldn't lose any sleep over them. Okay, so that rod's a bit dusty. I won't grease any of this because I don't think greasing foot pedals for sewing machines is a good idea, because they pick up enough dust as it is. So what else can I check? I might as well just check all these. Just check everything's tight. Yep. 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 Oh, that one was a wee bit loose. Let's check that's tight. Yep. Yeah, that's tight. And those two nuts down there, they're probably okay. All right then. I guess I'll blow that out again. That's a little bit grubby still. Actually, I'll just wipe it out with a cloth. The only place I might put a little bit of grease, just the tiniest bit, is that in that slot there that little roller there runs in. I'll put a tiny bit of grease in that, but not much. Just enough to stop from being too dry. Just enough to stop from being too dry. When I say a little bit, I'm talking like not much. Okay, so let me think. Yeah, I reckon that's it. So that goes. So if that's in line with that, then you'd line that up with that to assemble it, wouldn't you? You'd think. Yeah, I think that's it. Oops, what was that noise? Don't know. So you just start these screws with your fingers because they're going into Bakelite. And Bakelite's a fairly old, brittle, plasticky stuff. Like I said, I'm not going to lubricate that pivot shaft because I don't think having any kind of grease down there is a good idea. Right. Yeah, that seems to be okay. Right. Turn the power on. Sewing machine didn't start up. There we go. I think that might be it. Let's go on and look at this this thread tensioner.
Okay, thanks for watching. I hope the video helped you out. Make sure to click like and subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell too. Well, I reckon that's it for today, so bye for now.